Welcome to this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. I'm your host, Lia Chang. Last November, Great Performances filmed the Broadway production of David Henry Hwang's Yellowface. The live capture of the show will premiere on PBS on Friday, May 16th at 9 p.m. The production stars Daniel Dae Kim as an Asian American playwright who protests Yellowface casting in the blockbuster musical Miss Saigon, only to mistakenly cast a white actor as the Asian lead in his own play. The repercussions resonate in this farce about the complexities of race. Directed by Leigh Silverman, Yellowface is an is he or isn't he comedy of identity, show business, and autobiography. The company of Yellowface also features Kevin Del Aguila, Ryan Eggold, Francis Ju, Marinda Anderson, Shannon Tayo, and Greg Keller. Congratulations to Daniel Dae Kim, who has been named in Time Magazine's Most Influential People of 2025. Playwright David Henry Hwang, actor Daniel Dae Kim, and director Leigh Silverman introduced a special screening of WNET's video capture of Yellowface on Broadway for PBS's Great Performances on Monday, April 14th at the Whitby Hotel. It was a wonderful reunion for the cast and creative team of Yellowface.
So, welcome. Look, we're actually here. And there are a lot of people who are responsible for us being here. Most of them are in this house. But I have to say, the fact that we're in a movie theater today, we have to thank this guy, and it was Daniel who, as we were planning this at the end, he's like, well, of course we need popcorn and drinks. Our opening on Broadway was the culmination of maybe a 30-year journey that started with the failure of Face Value, and today that journey continues, and that joy continues thanks to all of you. The play is, we didn't talk about this that much when it was running, but we've since learned that this is the first play in Broadway history that centers East Asians as Americans as opposed to others. And if, I don't want to jinx anything, so I'm just going to do a little thing to the theater gods, but if for some fortunate reason our star, Mr. Kim here, happens to be nominated, he will be the first AAPI ever even nominated for Best Actor.
I'm screwed now, sorry.
So I think, one of the things that we know is in the play is the story about my dad and the charges against him in the 1990s for allegedly laundering money for China. And I think that story was really relevant when we were on Broadway, and it is probably more relevant now with the trade war heating up and all of the crap that's going to come for us because of that. And so we're very grateful to Great Performances, to PBS, and I know PBS, you're fighting your own fights, and we're all standing in solidarity together. We're incredibly grateful to tell a story to a national audience that asserts that AAPIs are Americans. And I have to acknowledge that my dad looking down from wherever he is, I think he was really thrilled to be the fan favorite in a Broadway hit by the wonderful Frances Duke. Excited to be the fan favorite on national television. Lights, cameras, great performances. And here's your leader and mine, Leigh Silverman.
I just want to thank you all so much for being here. When I first read Yellowface, the first draft of Yellowface, which was in 2006, and David and I had our first meeting. It's kind of a meet cute story now, but he always says that he didn't think I understood the play at all. Yeah, it's funny now, but it was. I think it really says something about David that even though he felt that way, he called me the next day and said, I think you are the person to work on this play though. And we worked on it and we went and premiered it in California and then brought it back to the public in 2007. And we really figured something out about the play. And we were excited about the structure. We felt like it was this completely unusual, wild, ambitious, strange, political animal display. It was just so unusual and amazing, and we felt like it didn't really have the reach. Ultimately, we had a good run at the public, but it's been something over the last 7 projects in 15 years that we've talked about a lot, is the reach of the play. Until this year, until the Roundabout, until PBS. And now when I think about the reach of this play, and the reach of this play for generations, I just feel so much gratitude and pride, and truly, I think about people watching this on their television and getting to see this story, and I think that's the reach that we dreamed about all these years. So thank you so much to the Roundabout. Thank you so much to PBS. I want to especially acknowledge from the Roundabout the board members, Kitty Patterson-Kempner and Tom Kempner and Tom and Diane Tuft. Are you here today? Yes. Thank you so much for underwriting a part of our PBS experience. Thank you so much. Our star, Daniel Dae Kim.
We are here thanks to the courtesy of the Asian American Foundation. Where are you guys? Also Gold House. Is this Gold House? Okay. East-West Bank. No guarantees.
Trained actor.
I also want to say thank you to Panda Express, who not only helped underwrite Great Performances, but they are our sponsors for this evening's screening tonight. And I will just say this. A lot has changed between today and even the time when we put on this play. Yeah. I remember the day that the election happened, and I remember the show we had right after it. And when I think about all that's transpired in the last 4 months, one line in the play resonates with me, and that is, anytime the US makes an Asian country its enemy, the first people they go after are Asian Americans. You'll hear that tonight. And it's not just Asian Americans, but you're seeing it with all people of color. You guys have probably read the news and you know what's going on with the American who is in El Salvador, and this administration wrongly deported him. They knew it was a mistake, they admitted it was a mistake, yet they will do nothing to bring him back. These are the kinds of times we live in now, and this is the kind of story that is addressing those times. And I honestly feel that it is more relevant and timely now than it is even when we were first performing the show in November. So for all of you who are here tonight, thank you for being a part of bringing this show to life and to bringing it to so many others who will get to now hear this story. So with that said, please enjoy Yellowface.
Welcome to this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. I'm your host, Lia Chang. Tonight, I'm at Signature Theater's gala honoring Dominique Morisseau and Sara Ruhl. Signature Theater's 2025 Luminary Awards Gala, held April 10th at the Pershing Square Signature Center, honored playwrights Dominique Morisseau and Sara Ruhl, both concluding their signature residencies this season. The celebration featured performances and appearances by Sara Bareilles, Animal Wisdom and Oratorio for Living Things creator Heather Christian, Quentin Earl Darrington, Sidney DuPont, Nathan Lee Graham, Maya Hawke, Joe Lampert, Kelly McCreary, director Jack Serio, Michelle Wilson, and signature premiere resident Lauren Yi, whose Cambodian Rock Band made its New York premiere at Signature in 2020. The evening also featured sneak peeks from Hippest Trip, the Soul Train musical, and The Interestings, two musical theater projects with books by Morisseau and Ruhl, respectively. The evening concluded with an after-party DJ set by Jimmy Keys.
Within your heart, you know that no one can change the path that you must go. Believe what you feel. I know you're right
Tony-winning icon whose Broadway career has spanned over 50 years. Please welcome the legendary Andre de Shields.
Give some love to my accompanist, Drew Whitby. Good evening, my beautiful siblings. Now, Javier, when we're here this afternoon during the sound check, remember the EQ? I want to sound like Barry White in a warm bath. Fat and moist. I'm feeling a little hot tonight because I met someone who makes my liver quiver. Ariana DeBose. I love when we come together for noble causes. Broadway kids. Equity for lesbians. Any college graduates in the house? You know, DJ Vance, our vice president, has said, university is the enemy. Any senior citizens in the house? Our illustrious president is robbing us blind. Anybody in the house that receives Social Security? I think you know where I'm headed.
Yep.
We are the solution. I don't want us to forget that, because what's demonstrated in this house tonight is democracy. Is that trifecta that the current federal government wants to quash. Diversity, equity, and inclusion. So I'm happy to be here to perform for this plurality. But I also want to encourage us not to feel too comfortable in our cabarets. Because the next target on their list of things to get rid of is going to be the artistic community.
Already been in play. Not gonna happen. Ain't no. Amen, sister.
So what are we going to do about it? Maestro.
Yes, you're in.
Did you hear me say, well, you better listen, brothers and sisters, and if you do, you will hear there are voices still calling across the years, and they are crying across the ocean, and they're crying across the land, and they will till we all come to understand. None of us are free. None of us are free. None of us are free if one of us is trained. None of us the time will come around when you say it's yours. Believe there's a reason to breathe. Believe you can make time.
Thank you for joining me for this edition of Backstage Pass with Lia Chang. Until next time.